Hi, I'm Nick Weinstock with BOTL Farm, the owner and operator, located in the northeast corner of Connecticut in Ashford. We are primarily a livestock farm, focusing on pork, lamb, goat, and laying hens for eggs. Everything on our farm is animal welfare approved, and we're certified grass-fed for our sheep and goats.
As the owners and operators of BOTL Farm, Nick and Danielle have made it their primary goal to show the world that acquiring essential food and proteins such as meat and eggs can be done in a way that is both caring and sustainable. They pride themselves in this and do not follow the less ethical practices that are commonly used at industry farms.
Yeah, so these are our newest batch of pigs on the ground. The piglets are about 2 months old right now, maybe getting closer to 3. There are 3 sows, so we're a farrow to finish farm, which means we birth here on farm. We raise them their entire lives. During winter, they really mess up the ground in this particular area. The ground should have been frozen by now, but with the winter we're having this year, there's way more mud than I would like. During summertime, when I have better access with water, they get moved on a weekly basis or before they can really affect the ground. So this is a bit of a sacrifice pasture over winter. But summertime they move, just like all of our other animals, every week into a new paddock. So they're always on new grass, new forage, new woods. Yeah, I mean, this year's a perfect example with us warming up. So normally they're only on part of this paddock during the winter in the far back corner that I know there's going to be during our spring and fall. There's going to be mud season before grasses are really growing and after or before the ground really freezes. So they ruin a small portion in the back, but the rest of this usually looks like this field. And then once the ground freezes, I let them into this. So in December, when we had that hard freeze, I let them into this, and then the ground defrosted for the past month and a half. So now I'm dealing with mud that, today's one of the first dry days, and we're starting to freeze back up. But this is going to be a ruined pasture for me. So I'll reseed this next year. I won't have animals on it probably the whole year. But so it'll be a recovery paddock for me. But yeah, with the climate change and increasing temperatures, I thought we moved far enough north, but maybe we didn't. We rely on that frozen ground. Besides just their pasture, they are fed a corn-free, soy-free, non-GMO, and certified organic feed. It's custom made for us because nobody really does this high quality of feed. We can't buy it off the shelf. Nobody locally will sadly make it for us, so we are importing that in from New York. But it is the highest quality feed we possibly can find, which sets our product at a fairly high price point because of it. But it's, I said from the beginning, we're chasing that quality and not necessarily the cheap price point. So feed is the majority of what makes up the flavor. So the better quality feed we can get to them, the better the flavor in the end. Yeah, so we do an on-farm store twice a week right now. It's Tuesdays noon to 2 and Sundays 2 to 4. We also have some of our product, our eggs and our sopressata, down at the Willimantic Co-op. We also do, during the summer, we do 3 farmers markets, potentially adding more, but we do Sturbridge Farmers Market, Holland Farmers Market, and we came up with Ossawaga Farm in Putnam for their on-farm market. And you can always find our products on our website, botlfarm.com. It's a good question. I think as much as we can support the local economy, it helps everybody. So certainly buying local from me helps me build a business and my livelihood, but it just thrives for everything else. So it helps. I'm turning around and spending that money back at local businesses myself. So the local hardware store that I was at this morning, the more people that we can get to buy local, the more the local economy can grow. It is harder nowadays when everything is so convenient to buy online, especially when it comes to food, buying outside of the growing season. So I want a lemon in northeast corner of Connecticut in the middle of winter. Well, where is that coming from? We need people to start thinking more about buying locally, but eating locally and eating seasonally more. One, you can buy from us is a direct support, but I think the more people are educated or learn where their food is coming from, whether it's me or someone else, but meet your farmers, know your farmer, know who's growing it, and ask them hard questions. Ask them how their growing practices are. Why do you keep your animals in a barn? Why do you feed your sheep and goats grain? These are things that shouldn't need to be happening. So question people and educate yourself. To produce this product, nobody else is doing it. To show that it can be done on a small scale in a humane way, bringing in the highest quality possible. Just to really show people that we can farm this way. We don't have to farm big commercial farms. In every little aspect. So we focus on the humane aspect very much. Animals humanely is kind of our top number one. Feed inputs is going to be our second main focus. So for the ruminants, the sheep and goats, that's grass only, year round, no grain. For the pigs, it's soy-free, corn-free, non-GMO, certified organic feed. And the land stewardship is something that most conventional farms do not even consider. What are the environmental impacts? What are the impacts I'm doing long-term or even short-term to the land? So that's another big key focus point for us. Yeah, so part of our nose to tail and utilizing everything from our animals is utilizing the hides. So these are all hides from last year's lambs and goats. So we send them up to Vermont to a natural tanner who did an amazing job tanning them. These are some of the nicest ones we've gotten back ever. This is a goat. There's some monster ones. This was a breeder of ours who was at the end of her life, so we utilize absolutely everything we possibly can from her, and from all of them. We also do the skulls from them. Some of our big breeders have monsterly sized horns that are pretty cool to see too. Yeah, it's mostly me. So day-to-day operations is me. Danielle helps out, my wife helps out on evenings and weekends when I need an additional hand to do, if I'm handling animals or something like that. She also helps out for markets and stuff. But besides the two of us, that's it. It's a lot of land, but a lot of what I'm doing now, a lot of my day-to-day projects is infrastructure building to make moves and make animal handling and the day-to-day chores as easy as possible.
BOTL Farm offers a wide variety of products, all brought from animals who were raised in humane environments. BOTL Farm proudly prioritizes ethics over profit. To learn more about BOTL Farm's history, practices, and products they offer, you can visit their website at botlfarm.com.